Impact.
Nice. All right, I want you guys to think right now. You've been saving up for a rifle tag for years, and it's finally the moment of truth. You got that big buck or bull in front of you. I want you to think about how comfortable and how confident you really are in your ability to make that shot. Now, regardless of what your answer is, I think what you just watched is the best way to improve your odds in that moment of truth. Now, as hunters, we spend a lot of time and a lot of money trying to improve our success rates. But sometimes we skip the training that's necessary to really get us there. And I think, like I said, what you just watched is the best way for you to improve your rifle shooting skills and really improve your odds and success rates when it comes to making that moment of truth shot. Now, I recently shot my first competition. It was targets from about 200 yards all the way out to just under 700. So very realistic shooting distances in the hunting world. And not only did I notice that those distances correlated, but I noticed a lot of the things I picked up from shooting this competition will directly make me a better rifle hunter. And that's what I'm going to go over in today's video. I'm Matt with Deer and Donuts, and today we're going to talk about why as a hunter you should 100% look into shooting a competition. Now, like I said, there are very obvious benefits I picked up from this. And today I'm going to go over my top 3 reasons why you should look into shooting that competition. And the first one is the knowledge, all right? I'm a good shooter. I'm not an expert or anything like that, never going to go pro, but I can hold my own until I matched up with some of the guys at this competition. Watching a truly expert rifleman go about his craft and then getting to pick his brain afterwards was immensely beneficial. I was really able to pick up some tips and tricks for things such as building a better, more sturdy shooting platform, or using my reticle to its best possible potential and being able to use it for a wide variety of things. Those are things I never would have really been able to pick up without the help of these guys that are incredibly knowledgeable and, for the most part, incredibly giving with that knowledge. So, to me, that was the first thing that I really noticed, was that this networking and this group of guys is going to immediately be able to improve my success rates. Number 2 to me is how it mimics the pressure of hunting. Now, I'm not naive. I know that nothing is going to replace the adrenaline rush of a big bull or a big buck on the other end of that scope. But when you start throwing in a whole stage of people, 5, 6, 7, 8, whatever the case may be, watching your every trigger squeeze, you got a scoreboard, and you got an entry fee, it starts mimicking what you're gonna feel during a hunting situation. We all know that hunting and that last final moment comes with a little bit of pressure. You've hunted possibly for days, you've glassed for hours, and you've hiked for miles trying to get to this animal, and now it's all within grasp. You just gotta make that final shot. It's a lot of pressure sometimes. And I think whatever we can do to practice how we play and train to a little bit more of mimicking that situation can only help you when that moment comes. And by that, I mean, I've never seen anybody on the mountain carry a bench rest out there and be able to get perfectly steady and set up on this animal. No, it's going to be out of a wide variety of situations and positions depending on how everything plays out. So in this competition, we shot standing, we shot kneeling, we shot sitting, we shot prone. We covered all the positions, and it really forced me to get comfortable in them and start working on, like I said, making those more sturdy platforms to shoot off of. Now, to me, once I get out in the mountains and I know that now I'm a little bit more comfortable in all those positions and finding a sturdy shooting platform, it's just going to up my confidence in making that shot, which is gonna go a long way in making it correctly. Now, I think this third reason is potentially the most important reason and most beneficial thing you get out of it. And that's understanding your gear and your personal limits. So like I just said, this is really good at realistic distances and realistic shooting positions, letting you know where you stand with your abilities and your gear. And to me, the results are going to be very telling to yourself. For me, I left that competition feeling more confident in my abilities and my rifle setup than when I came in. I now feel like anything within that 700-yard range through a wide variety of positions is a fairly sure shot for me. And that is really beneficial for once I get out in the mountains. Now, if you leave there feeling like you're a little bit less confident or that confidence is really shaken, it's not the end of the world. It does a really good job of showing you what your realistic, ethical distances you should be shooting at are. And that's a really good thing to have before the target at the other end of that scope is a living being. Now, fret not, I don't think that number is set in stone, because I think this also does a really good job of showing you what you need to work on. Whether it be building a better position, whether it be getting a little bit more comfortable in some of the different positions, trigger control, breath control, all the things that go into shooting a rifle accurately, it's gonna show you what you need to work on. And don't forget, you got a lot of really knowledgeable guys around you. They're gonna help you work through it and probably give you tips and tricks that you would have never known or thought of. Now, I think the final sub benefit in this category is gonna be the gear improvements that you can potentially make. Now, that is not the big picture thing I would take away from this competition, but you may identify some things that you can improve on just purely by getting better gear, whether it's a better rifle scope, whether it's a better trigger for you, or whether it's switching to a whole new rifle and a whole new cartridge. There's a wide variety of things that this can tell you about your gear, and again, immensely beneficial for us making that final ethical shot on an animal. So just to recap, you get the knowledge and networking from people that are true experts at their craft. You get to mimic a hunting situation and the pressure that comes with it, which can only help you in that actual moment. And you get to test your personal and gear limits. Those are three immensely beneficial things to us as hunters. And let's not forget that it is an absolute blast. Even if I gained nothing from the hunting world and it was purely just me out plinking with a rifle at this competition, I would go back every couple of months. It was that much fun, guys. So I hope this encourages you to go out, give it a try, learn the things that you can from this competition, and have a blast doing it. Now, if you picked something up from this video, or if you truly did like it, please go down, hit that like button. Helps us a ton. And if you want to see more content like this, jump on down, hit the subscribe button. We'd love to see you back. But until next time, I'm Matt with Deer and Donuts. See you later.